Hello, I'm here today, top of Churchseys. I'm off Old Street End. It's very busy, noisy. Wednesday afternoon. It was raining before. It's quite warm now, just a bit windy. It's turning into a half decent day, only for the wind. But all the same, my video will be made. See, another day, another video, ladies and gentlemen, right? Another day, more cultural change. And those I rightfully criticise, too many to mention. Yeah, do you want to get in? Go on. Right? Too many to mention. Listen, I've got no grief with anyone. My problem is what we see happening in our city. There's too many different ways, beliefs, values, standards that don't fit in, don't want to fit in, can't fit in. Didn't fit in other towns and cities. So why the reckless politicians believe Liverpool's going to be any different, I'll never know, right? All the same, cultural change is sweeping across our glorious city. I drove along Breck Road again today. Wow, that place is changing more and more by the day. It's shocking what is happening to that community. It's also shocking what's happening to County Road. It's also shocking what's happening along West Derby Road, Prescott Road, Old Swamp, right? It's shocking what's happening, bear with me, right across the city. Like I say, if it wasn't for the wind, it'd be a splendid day now, but the wind's here, so anyway, I'll continue making a video. So, like I say, another day, another video, another day, more cultural change. Those I rightfully criticise, they know what's happening, they know what is going on, they know the end result given, like I've said before, I'll say again, they work and at times live in London. They will know more than anyone. London has underwent profound cultural change, right? Profound cultural change where it will never recover. It will never ever see its former London Cockney glory. In fact, the complete opposite. And so, this is why we can't allow cultural change to continue here in our glorious city. Because we will undergo the same fate London, Leicester, Birmingham, and many other towns and cities have gone. They have changed beyond recognition. Go to some of these places, but I've been to them all, so I know. Go to large parts of Burnley, Bradford, Oldham, Halifax, Keighley, Rotherham, and so on. You will see what has happened to these places. But London is a prime example, right, of cultural change. Our once spectacular, splendid capital city has now been changed into a different place, a scary place, unfamiliar, unfriendly. Anyone that says otherwise is either in need of Specsavers or in denial, right? It is. I've been to London. I went to London about 10 years ago, and it was scary, frightening, especially on the tube, the underground, right? Because it's an unfamiliar, unfriendly place with people that you've got nothing in common with. They don't want anything in common with you now, tomorrow, whatever. And so these places have changed. We see the change, the transformation now underway here in our glorious city, long-standing proud Scouse communities, Scouse schools, our Scouse economy, falling more and more into the hands of our adversaries. That's not good for any community, for any town or city. In fact, the complete opposite. So that's why, again, Joe Owens feels the need to come down to Church Street, the heart of Liverpool city centre, and deliver the awful truth to the good people of Liverpool. What is happening? Because if this continues, like I've said, long term, this will be disastrous for our city. It cannot be anything other than disastrous. Like I've said, especially the culture that doesn't want to assimilate, wants to dominate. They have no intentions whatsoever of assimilating or integrating with anyone. They've made that clear, right? They've made that clear. That's not me making it up or spreading lies or being an alarmist. They've already made that clear. So given that, that's why we must oppose further cultural change. It stands to reason, once again, given we're in possession of a crystal ball, metaphorically speaking. The crystal ball's warning us what's on the way, how it unfolds and the end result, because the crystal ball's watched it happen across other major towns and cities, so it knows it. And again, the proof is in the pudding. So why would we heed this warning? We'd have to be mad, literally mad, as a great man once said. Well, I don't believe the people of Liverpool are mad. I don't believe they're going to roll over either. Come election time, ladies and gentlemen, like I've said, find a candidate, reliable, credible, opposed to further cultural change, and give them your vote. Short of that, these reckless politicians will let cultural change sweep across our glorious city like it has London, Leicester, Birmingham. As I say, they're just 3 examples, ladies and gentlemen. I could cite many, but they'll do. And like I say, it's not Joe Owens coming down here picking on anyone or being unfair. I'm being practical and sensible, because if this isn't stopped, we're in big trouble, right? What future is there going to be for our children and grandchildren? There's going to be no future. A future dominated by the culture new arrivals have brought with them, universal scousers who've got no connection, no roots, no history to our city, never have, never will, and don't want any connection to it, right? They have their own culture, their own ways. We know they do, right? Because we've watched it, as I said, in other towns and cities. Look at Blackburn, type in Blackburn Parallel Live. There's a town split right down the middle, right? It's split right down the middle. You've got 2 communities, what's left of the original hosts, and new and not so new arrivals that haven't spoke to each other for 50 years, and they're not going to. So why does anyone believe this type of cultural change coming into our city is going to be any different? It's not going to be any different. I think people are understanding. I think people know where Joe Owens is coming from, and this is why I'm down here. Got to think of our children and grandchildren, ladies and gentlemen. These politicians aren't even thinking of their own. They're just thinking of themselves and career. That shows you how despicable they are. Because they are despicable, because they'd be opposing what's happening. The wind seems to have eased up a bit, so I'll have a walk around, maybe get a coffee, and I may do another video later. I'm not sure, we shall see. But remember, say no to cultural change, yes to Scouse pride. Shout it out loud, Scouse and proud. Okay, thank you.